Boom. We recording? Recording. Alright. Hello and welcome back to It Moves. It has been a while. Mostly, the reason being is mostly because I was a bit lazy and I just forgot about it, and then, yeah, that whole shebang. I mean, I'm not called Aimer the Procrastinator for nothing, alright? Well, anyways, now that I remembered about it and felt like playing it, I'm gonna keep going. Which one's my save? Probably the latest one. Yeah, that makes sense. So, where we last left off is I'm in this basement, and up ahead is some sort of cult meeting, which led up to pretty much nothing. After that, I was lost. That's. I'm not sure if that's new or not. I don't remember. And I'm sure there's like a certain path that you're supposed to take. I don't remember that either. So, I don't know, skip ahead until I find the cult meeting. Stop! And that's a cow. There's the man again. Am I even going the right way? Ah, there's hair on my tongue. Eh, my hair's getting too long. Calm down. I'm sure whatever is happening to you ain't that bad. And we're back. This is everybody in the messed up Yodas. And now I have no clue where to go. This is where we got where we got stuck last time. And I'm gonna just interact with each and every one of them. Am I supposed to? Oh. Why didn't it do that last time? Why did it not do that last time? I'm so yes, do your magic on me. Let's get it over with. Oh. Am I dead yet? Oh, are they feasting on me alive? Well, I bet it tastes good, or else I'll be disappointed. Oh, dinner time. You're awfully quiet nowadays. There's something wrong, son. Nothing. Such a teenager answer. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No? Alright then. Okay, that's it. Alright. I woke up gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, the walls, some toys on the shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. The fuck was this chanting in the background? Honestly, it's kind of nice. I don't hate it. Doesn't sound that bad. No rustling of sheets, no movements at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcomed, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. Never mind, I hate the music now. The music doesn't sound good anymore. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want it to know that I was awake. not yet seen it, I could only feel it. It was obscure under my blanket. I could see its outline, I could feel its presence, but I dare not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there, motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grass of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. A sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you a threadbare shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibration caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk or it had. I couldn't even bear to think of it. Been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leave from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? If it was faster than me, or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest thoughts. Ooh, what's up with these feet? The Abyss. How many chapters are there? Damn. How long is this game? For a free game, this sure is pretty time consuming. Ooh, not what I want to do. Let's save you. Sea bass. Do I swim up or down? Smart thing will probably be to swim up, but nah, I'm gonna swim down. Never mind, I'm swimming up. Or I'm swimming sideways. Here then. Yeah. Now where? There's a lot of fish here. And I should be drowning by now. Oh. What in the hell is this? Is this a button? Oh, I go through here. Drain water by remove. Oh, drain water and remove diving gear. Oh, wasn't it diving gear? Yeah, sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? All the water gushing in because the metal's all rusted? Oh. Father? Papa? Is that you? What's over here? Read logbook, yes. Oh my god. Captain Theodore Fielding, September 2, 2007. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I am now working on a mining station thousands of feet underwater. I can't even keep the I can't even keep the accent right. Goddamn. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I am working on a mining station thousands of feet underwater. Underwater. Underwater! In the Mariana Trench, I have always wondered why I was afraid and reached a simple conclusion. The true fear presented here is actually going down beneath the surface into the depths. It's a combination of all our most common fears. One. Hold on, gotta move around there. That's more comfortable. One. Fear of the dark. When you're at the bottom of a body of water, I keep saying water, like I'm American. Water. Bottom of a body of water. You can't see anything, it's pitch black. Have you ever tried to swim as far down in a lake as you can? It gets really dark and cold really fast, about 10 feet down. But even that's nothing compared to the deepest point on the entire crust of the Earth, located at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, the Mariana Trench, which is 38,000 plus feet. If you put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, the top of the mountain would still be over a mile below the surface of the ocean. Everything below you is definitely plays into our collective fear of the dark. 2. Fear of suffocating. Have you ever gotten to the point where you swam down too far in the swimming pool and you seriously considered the fact that you might not make it back to the top before you ran out of breath? If you've ever been roughhousing as a kid with blankets and pillows and you accidentally got pinned down inside of a sleeping bag or something, and you get to that point where laughter temporarily turns to screaming. You know what? You know what a scary concept not being. You know what a scary concept not being able to breathe is. Even if you have a scuba gear with you down in the deep dark abyss, there's a chance a valve could pop out or you could run out of oxygen. You can't see and you can't really take a deep breath. Could it get worse? Yes. 3. Fear of the unknown. There are over 1 million species of creatures in the ocean, and scientists estimate there are an additional 9 million species yet to be discovered. That means we only even know what 11% of the creatures of the ocean are. Most of the beings in the ocean are things mankind has never even seen or heard of. Who knows what could be down there? Think about the time when you were walking in a dimly lit basement trying to find something. All of a sudden, something brushes up against the back of your neck. They become airborne, similar to a frightened cat, and instantly turned around and shined their flashlight to see what it was. It's never anything actually scary. But in deep water, I keep saying water, water. It always, it's always something scary. It's dark, you can barely breathe, and something just touched you, and you have no idea where they just went. But there is more to fear, I'm afraid. Fear of flying insects. That's the strangest one so far. Imagine that you're walking along, all the beetles and scorpions crawling along the ground, the huge black hairy spiders that are hidden from view in the cracks, and the slimy worms and snakes that are burrowed beneath the ground, simultaneously started flying anywhere they wanted. Oh, that sucks. That is what the bottom of the sea without water would be like. For the strange creatures underwater, there is no up or down. Even the manliest man, even though they appear to be calm, quickly tense up and become filled with a secret fear that the bugs might land on their eyeball or fly into their mouth. And that's why men try so hard to kill them. Unfortunately, in deep water, you can't see any of the undiscovered freakish flying creatures that brushes past your body as you grasp at your suffocating throat. Number 5. Fear of being caught. Imagine that you're running from a bear. You'll be eaten up if you're caught, and it doesn't help that you can't run faster. That bears can run faster sideways than the fastest human can run forward. When you're at the bottom of the sea, everything that is around you was built to move in water. If something truly frightening, like a shark or a giant squid, caught sight of you, you could turn the other way and flail about all you want, but the monsters will catch up with you in a split second. You can't get away from anything. Even if you had the wherewithal to save and breathe, you couldn't run from dangers. They would simply find you and devour you. There are a lot of places that I wouldn't want to be in, such as trapped in a burning house or alone in a vacuum of space. But in the burning house, at least I can see, and in space, at least there aren't any creatures that could get me. You don't know that. There are no other places in the universe that combine as many common fears as 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. It is because of the combination of all of these fears that I am so horrified of deep water. Dang, man. Can I go down? I sure can. Never mind, no, I can't. That is that, and jump off. Oh, I can't jump off. Can you fall any faster? We don't have all day. Come on. Come on now. Is that Demigorgon down there? He's gonna eat me. Oh! I am now devoured. What was this chapter called again? Abyss? I don't even remember. Doesn't matter. Probably not. Oh, I'm back. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I've woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That it had finally got me. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now, with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal, savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hands moved the blanket, I brushed against something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure I must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. For a few moments, I placed my hands carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. At my own forearm? I'm just a weak child after all. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved further down to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. Monster's fit! The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have moved this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape his grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulders of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recalled my hand in disgust. The touch of strangled, boiling hair. cannot bring myself to touch his face, though I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. It moves! You know? Like the game, it moves. It moved. Chapter 7, Hostia. The fuck does that mean? What is this? Yeah, I'll save. Yeah, sure. There's a spider over there. On the bottom left corner. Or is that me? That's me! Whoops. Oh. Well, as long as you ain't coming here, then I'm good. Stay where you are. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. What the fuck? I ain't touching that. The fuck are you? The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Hello? Can I talk? I guess not. No talking. He doesn't talk. No. Oh, what the fuck are you? Goodbye. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, I guess I can't interact with it. It's just there. Jabba the Hutt? Okay, goodbye. Oh, it splits. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Oh. Am I dead now? Can I get sliced off? Okay, no. I guess not. Ain't going that way. Ain't going this way either. Oh, good. I didn't want to go there anyways. The back I go. Come on. Come on, just let me through. Come on. I ain't gonna do anything suspicious. I'm just passing by. Fine, I'll go back. Oh. And having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroad of that decision. For even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. That's right. Once you make a decision, sometimes you can't go back. Yep. At a crossroad in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroad if you will, but if you'll not choose, it'll move on without you. So, it's a hint. Maybe I'm not supposed to move anywhere at all. Yeah, no. Let me go! And having once chosen never to seek through that decision, for even if one chooses wrong, the choice cannot be unmade. Okay, so what if I just go back? Oh, yep, I was supposed to go back. Oh, we're back here. Oh, hey! What are you? Where are we? Five Nights at Freddy's? God damn. Uh-huh. Or over here. Nothing? Alright. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I can't get out. Freddy's gonna come kill my ass. So what now? Do I just wait until I die? Seems like the only option I can. Oh, yep. there I go. Probably like fifth time I died already. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. Then tears came. But God, how I wanted to cry. In its hand, an arm slowly coiled around me. My left leg brushed along the cool wall, which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. Oh, you're underneath my bed. You're in the sheets. I realized that it's clutching rancid. This clutching rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed. It's not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Oh, suddenly its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. Is this just this kid's way of like dealing with sexual assault or something? Like sexual harassment. The fuck is going on here? Like the trauma in his head it makes up as this like fake memory. He pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting underneath the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me. Into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me. Hey, I have a voice now. Yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why I was so eager to suddenly strike. Why this thing had to have me now. From my window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope. The first ray of sunshine. First rays of sunshine, I struggled further knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. Oh hey. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up to my chest. Its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features, I simply remembered its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life out of me. And now I actually die. I awoke to my father, offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking the bed. Little, little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night, I woke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk bed used to be vibrating violently. I lay there, sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from the deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year, I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. It lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Oh, so they had it too. Oh, it was just a figment of this kid's imagination. Oh, that's the end of the game. That's pretty good. It went on for a pretty long while. No jump scares either, which is great. Based on the story You made an RPG Maker, nice. I mean, I kind of sense that anyways. Very RPG Maker-esque. I wonder if there's anything more. Can I walk? I can. The end! I finally finished the game! Hooray! It's the end. Well, I guess that was it for It Moves. It was a very interesting game. The core mechanics of this game is just, or how they try to scare you anyways, it's just 90% atmosphere. Like, barely any jump scares, which is a good thing. I think more games should do that, or more horror games. Well, I guess I got nothing much else to say about it, so maybe we'll just sit here in silence for a bit. As you yourself contemplate about this game, and as I try to end the video in a good way, question mark. So, yeah. Silence time.